Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. Now let me just start by saying thank you to all those that subscribed after the last Corvette video. I think we jumped up to like 35 subscribers, which is kind of a big deal to me. We've got a small channel, approaching 3K. Hopefully we're there by like the end of this month. It'd be awesome. So if you're watching this right now, pause the video, go hit that red subscribe button below, and let's go ahead and get me to 3K before the end of this month. It would be completely awesome, and I would be extremely thankful. If you watched the last Corvette video, we took off the quarter panels. Why did we take off the quarter panels? Because we finally got the wide body in. If you missed the unboxing video, I say that loosely because I only took one quarter panel out. We got the ACI wide body. We were doing the ACI Z06 wide body kit. Got it from Just Fast Online, www.justfastonline.com. That was the best deal that I was able to find for the front and rear and the full install kit. It was like $2,500 shipped with free shipping, and that, good God, that was like one of the best deals I was able to find on it. So a big shout out to them for offering this awesome kit at a really good price. Quick walk around the car. If you've seen on the intro, I was cleaning this area up. This was the side of the car that I believe had some damage to it at one point, because we do have some repairs on the fiberglass areas right through here, but it looks like everything was actually repaired pretty good. I may do a little bit of sanding on this part before I actually put everything back on permanently. I want to dry fit everything, drill it, and get it installed today. So in this video, we are going to be installing the quarter panel. I dry fitted the driver's side with the wheel, and I'm in love. I also threw the spoiler on just to kind of see what the look was going to be like. So this is going to give you an idea of the car. Just look at it. Just look at it. The wing looks amazing. This back view just looks so good. The only thing I'm kind of bummed about, the rotary forged Stance SF01 wheels that we went with, I'm gonna have to use a spacer. I know, I'm gonna have to space them out. I thought that the 20x12s were gonna fit, but apparently the offset is wrong. The guy that I got them off of had a C7 base, and they stuck out literally like an inch and a half, so I thought it's gonna be perfect for the C6 Z06 rear fenders. Well, that's not the case. It may come out a little bit when the car is setting flush, like on the ground, but right now you can see we are tucking quite a bit. So I'm probably gonna have to throw like a 3/4 inch spacer on that. I do not like running spacers, but until I can get new wheels, I'm gonna have to, unfortunately. Unless between now and the time the car is painted, find new wheels. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So don't roast me too hard for talking about wheel spacers, because it's just a short-term solution. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this quarter panel off, and we're gonna go over what size drill bits we need, what holes we need to drill, and I'll give you an overlook of this fender completely. Alright guys, so taking a look at this side, you'll see that there's like a big difference from that side to this side as far as how this looks. Obviously there was no damage to this side. As you can see, everything looks the way that it's supposed to, but everything's still lined up perfect. On the Carfax, it only said minor rear end damage, so I'm guessing it just kind of contacted in that corner just a little bit, because everything, all the body gaps and everything were perfect on this car. So what we're going to do, we are going to look at my buddy Nick Rapazzi, Paradise C6. Look him up on YouTube. He has the sickest C6 turbo build. It is Accelerate Yellow from the C7, and truthfully it's kind of the inspiration behind my build. So Nick, big props to you. Like I said, go check out his channel. So before I start drilling on these things, my anxiety kind of got the best of me, and I want to dry fit this passenger side since there was a little bit of damage. Kind of got me a little bit worried now that I'm really thinking about it. So I'm going to quickly dry fit that other quarter panel to see how it sets, and as long as it sets okay, we're going to start drilling this thing. We're going to get these quarter panels installed. So the gap on the door is a little bit tighter on this side, but I do believe it's because I actually have this pushed all the way in, and as you can see, these little screws sticking out of the bumper are pushing it completely forward a little bit, so I'm not too worried about it. But the fitment on these things are so good. I mean, it's going to need just a little bit of finish sanding, but that's going to happen with the paint process anyway. But these fit like perfectly. That'll kind of give you a complete look at them. And even down here, they fit terrific. Okay, so that eases my anxiety just a little bit, knowing that these things are going to go on both sides. Now that I've dry fitted both sides, I'm going to look at Nick's video again, Paradise C6 YouTube channel. He did this install first. I'm using his videos as a guide. He goes over everything, so I will try to repeat some of that information, but like I said, go check out his channel, Paradise C6. So on Nick's video, he said that it took a 1364 drill bit. Well, I don't have that, so I'm going to try a 3/16 first because I lined it up on the holes and it looks to be just a little bit bigger than the holes, so that should give us a little bit of adjustment because there are kind of washers on top of that, so we'll have a little bit of side-to-side adjustment. This looks like it should drill out almost perfect inside of this. Now for these next bolts that's on the back of the quarter panel, we're going with a 5/16 bit. It's a little bit bigger than the bolt is, but in Nick's video, I don't think that he said what size the rear ones are, just that he had to drill them out a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead, since those back ones already have like a big washer on them, that'll give us a little bit more adjustment if we need it. But again, 5/16, and we're gonna drill out the 4 back holes. All right, guys, so we got all 4 of the rear bolts drilled. We have all of them across the top. I went ahead and drilled out the gas door, the 3 bolts for it, and then all of them that goes in the door jamb as well. So now it is time to officially test fit this thing. We can do any adjustments and drilling out that we need, but hopefully it bolts right up.
Let's go.
All right, guys, so an initial test fit, it fits pretty good, but down here, I think I'm gonna have to do some adjustment on these holes just a little bit, just because the bumper is setting out just a little bit farther than what these are, so I'm gonna take these holes in just a little bit more. But as far as everything else, it looks to be lined up pretty good everywhere, so I'm going to throw some bolts in this and see exactly how good the fitment is, and then I will work on elongating those out a little bit just to give it some room so we can bolt it back in from the other side. All right, guys, so this side is completely bolted on. All of the bolts actually went in pretty easy, and even all of these went in pretty easy. That about matches the factory gap that I had from the factory quarter panels. And I forgot on video to drill this hole, so don't forget to drill out this hole here. But I am so stoked on how well these fenders are made. Like the door gap even is pretty much perfect. And even down here, I'm speechless. I honestly didn't think that a fiberglass piece like this was going to line up as good as what it has. I had to make the holes, the tiniest bit bigger. The ones on the back I still have to do a little bit of work on just because it still has that little gap at the bumper where the bumper is farther out. But I'm going to drill that out kind of laterally. That way I can have a little bit of adjustment. That way when I put the bolts in, I can line it up perfect. So now we are going to repeat this process on the passenger side and hope to God that this side lines up as good as that one did. I'm probably not going to go step by step through this. It will probably be a time lapse because I already showed you kind of step by step on the driver's side, and I don't know if you guys want me to really talk, because I talk a lot in these videos, talk while I'm doing that. So here goes the time lapse montage 2006 ACI Corvette wide body passenger side. Alright guys, so this side is fully installed. Door gaps are about the same as the other side all the way down. I do have to get a new bolt for right here because when I was taking the old one off, I guess it was rusted and it broke. That will have to be drilled out. The bolts back here, I've got to do kind of the same thing, although this did kind of line up a little bit better, but I accidentally took the bumper bracket off when I was taking the old quarter panel off. It's got a lot of sag in it, so this isn't as lined up as what it will be, because once you pull it up, it is completely lined up. Hatch gap is about the same as it was. I may sand this right here a little bit or see if I can adjust the hatch up, because it was like this on my quarter panel on the factory one, so I assumed that it was probably something that happened maybe in that wreck or whatever. I'm going to either move the hatch up a little bit because it does have plenty of room back here to move, and maybe sand that a little bit to see if I can free up that gap, because I would like the gap to match. But let's do a full walk around of the car. This quarter panel is fully installed now. Everything will be coming back off after I get it completely lined up. That is a good look at the ACI rear fender installed, and then on the other side, more of the same. Now this one right here, it's just filthy. It's got this white chalky stuff all over it. I'm actually going to wipe these down with water and alcohol just because this is a gel coat, and I don't want to wipe it down with any kind of detailer, any kind of sealant, anything silicone based that may kind of mess with the painting process. That gives you a look at how much flare there is for these fenders. I believe these are exact replicas of the Z06. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of a little bit of a how-to of installing the ACI rear fenders on a C6 Corvette. Like I said, mine is a 2006 base model. This is the full ACI fiberglass wide body kit. Just Fast Online, www.justfastonline.com. I can't stress how much they've helped me, especially because that was the best price of anywhere on the internet that I could find. Like I said, the whole kit shipped and everything was $2,500. I couldn't find anything even comparable. Check out their website. I'll link it in the description below. But as always, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next video.